We have our best of 5 grand finals here. We're starting on Oceanborn. This is the EPT Americas Cup, number 211. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, we have Team Liquid's Clem, a mainstay of the finals. His second finals of the day, looking to take this one down over one of the most promising players we have right now. Definitely up and coming. He's had some very impressive results this year. Sadly, he wasn't able to make it to DreamHack Atlantis. We didn't get to see how he would do on a big LAN. Hopefully we can get him to Dallas. Or actually, hopefully we can get him to IM Katowice, which is coming up soon. It is Firefly in the lower right, making it to yet another finals. Looking very strong in general today. He also played in Europe, made it pretty far. But we'll see here if he's going to be able to take down Clem. Actually, who did he lose to earlier today? I'm trying to remember, but I can't. The brain's just not quite there. I'm going to look it up while Clem is extremely annoying with this engineering bay block. Firefly is going to go scout. You know what? I thought that was the case. Firefly actually, he beat Trigger, but then he lost to Clem in the quarterfinals earlier on. So, while it was a 2-1, Clem has already beaten Firefly today. But Firefly, he did take a map. I, pretty sure I cast that. But, man, my brain just... I talk about it. Ooh, this SCV is going to have to get out of there. I talk about it sometimes, how Roddy remembers specific series, specific maps and games and matches played pretty much any time over the last 15 years. He'll remember anything he's cast, even things he didn't cast. And I can't remember what I cast today. I just don't remember what happened in the series earlier today. And I'm pretty confident I cast Clem versus Firefly. But Clem's starting out with the eBay block there. Finally, Firefly does clear it. Instead of taking his third base, he's just going to go for an early robo and 2 more gates. Firefly says, screw it, we're going to do a PvP build. Clem, in the meantime, is going double Cyclone. He is taking his command center, but up in his main, playing it very safe. He's not sure what his opponent's doing. He's not going to be able to really get a follow-up scout here. We might actually see Clem scan. That would be a rarity. But in this situation, I would love to see Clem drop a scan in the main base. Because I think he's pretty sure there's something coming, but he doesn't know what. I don't think he's gonna, though. Nope, he just dropped a mule. No scans coming out of Clem. Just gonna hope his Cyclone's running across the map can scout. He's got 2 Marines heading over there as well. Firefly, oh my god. Not only is this a 3-gate robo, but it's a 3-gate robo with a hidden Twilight Council. And I'll tell you guys, for real, I basically can't see this on the minimap. I couldn't see the pylon, so I didn't click on this earlier. The corner of my camera is blocking just right here on the minimap. Just this area. Not even over here, just right here. That's funny. Well, I didn't see it, and Clem certainly isn't going to see it. That's a Dark Shrine going down on 1 base. Firefly, you beautiful, beautiful man. That is actually insane. And Clem's going to scout no Nexus, and he just immediately leaves. He sees enough in the base to see the robo. I don't think he's going to know what to expect, though. He's got another barracks on the way. He is going to have 2 orbitals, so the chance of a scan here is pretty high. But not 100%. Bunker's going down. I think he's expecting Blink, or he's expecting a drop in the main. I don't think he's expecting a Dark Shrine. Ooh, it's a good start, though. Grabs a Stalker, chasing these ones away. It's a nice hot pickup from Firefly, though, and he's going to kill one of those Cyclones. But might need to try to get a repair on one of these guys. A tank is on the way out. Dark Shrine is nearly done. There's no scans available right now for Clem. His starport only just started, so a Raven is very far away. Ooh, good tank shot, though. Gonna send those Stalkers away. In come the DTs. He could try to drop them in the corner. Oh, Clem in a fantastic position, but no, he leaves. Oh, no, the worst time to go back. And that's going to allow the drop to happen in the dark. Clem, is he paying attention? He's paying attention. But he doesn't have a scan. He just dropped a mule. Ooh, he's so close. He does have a scan. I lied. Scan. Clem, please. Oh, my God. Clem. He has a scan. He's got 60 energy. What is he doing? He's waiting till they were both in range. He does lose 6 SCVs, but that's totally fine. Firefly's base isn't even done yet. Okay. Scans. Kills both DTs. Prism wants to come back in with another DT, but Clem is nearby this time. Doesn't have a scan, but the Raven is about halfway done. SCV is trying to just run away. Gonna buy time. It's 5 seconds away from a scan, not even 5 seconds. All right, now there should be a scan available. The DT wants to run away. Doesn't scan. Good conservative play there from Clem not to use that scan. Wants to drop the mule if he can. He's going to go ahead and take his base, move out here. Firefly does not have blink, but he does have charge on the way. A lot of Marines from Clem, so the Stalkers can't hang out too far. Or too long, rather. Raven gets hit, but does not go down. It's got to be careful. Clem needs to keep that in the back. Actually, I wouldn't hate if he just like clicked on one of these tanks to keep it back further. No, no, no. Ah, that Raven getting so close. Clem just microing it back constantly. The problem here for Firefly is he just doesn't have much back at home. Charge is about to finish, though, and somehow he got an Archon out. Scan forward here out of Clem. He's going to drop the auto turret. Keeps that Raven safe again. The tanks, though, getting jumped on by the charge lots. The Marines here trying to help out against the Zealots, but it looks like this is going to get pushed back. Another auto turret going to go down. Yes, down goes the Raven. But I feel like Clem probably has a scan in the tank just in case some DTs come out. Firefly pulls back. This Archon is so low. Needs to be super careful. There's one random DT warping in. Slow warping in on this side of the map. I don't know why he's warping it in here. Firefly pushes across the map, but he's got his base up back at home. He's only at 29 probes, though. I feel like he needs to build more probes. Clem, in the meantime, up to 42 workers. He's going to build a bunker, repair these Cyclones up, or at least one of them. He's got a new Raven out as well. Firefly's just going to bust in. He's got charge lots and Archons, and he's going to go for it. The wall is not fully complete. Oh, it's moments away from being complete, but it's not quite there yet. As I say that, those last two depots go down, and by a little bit of time, this bunker is going to stay alive a little bit just to, again, buy time. The Viking is out to kill this War Prism, and it will kill it. So there won't be any more pickups or warp-ins, and Clem holds on. And I think with that, I think that's going to be it. Cleans up absolutely everything. There's the GG as Firefly loses the last of his army. And Clem holds on against the one base Protoss. What a beautiful ploy there out of Firefly. But Clem too good, man. Too solid on the defense. That's so cool. What a fun game one there, man. Firefly, he's had some really sick results lately. Beaten some really good players. A lot of them in PvP, as I've mentioned before, but not all of them. And he did take a game off of Clem earlier. I swear to God I cast that. And I genuinely don't remember what happened. Maybe I didn't cast it, and I'm just thinking that I did. I know I cast Firefly Trigger, though. So I would have definitely cast Firefly Clem afterwards. Also, I knew he lost to Clem. That's why I checked the bracket, because I was like pretty confident that's what happened. I don't know, dude. One day, my brain will work like a normal person's. Or maybe it won't. It will never work like a normal person's. Too bad. All right, game number 2. We're going to Solaris. I'm hoping Firefly can take another game like he did earlier today. I so wish I could remember what happened in that game. Was that... Oh, hold on. It's coming back to me. It was a crazy-ass base trade. That's right. Clem, 2 base all in. It was a crazy base trade. And Firefly was able to take it because Clem didn't lift up his buildings quick enough to make a draw possible. Clem had the stronger army for a while, but didn't have any money, so he couldn't rebuild anything, and Firefly killed every single one of his buildings. Boom. There we go. That's what happened. Okay. Probably unlikely to see that again, but maybe we'll see another 2 base all in from our Terran player. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Solaris, it is Team Liquid's Clem. 2 base all in did not work particularly well for him. Macro games definitely worked better. His opponent in the meantime, honestly, the macro games have not looked terrible. But the cheese is definitely more fun, so I'm kind of hoping we see some more of those. It is Firefly representing the Platinum Heroes. Up here in the upper right. Firefly already starting off nice and spicy with 2 gates in his main. Clem not sending an SCV out to scout just yet. Oh, wait. Hold on. I lied. He is sending an SCV out to scout. Or is this to proxy? That's a cheeky SCV, Clem. Oh, my God. Oh, this game's getting good. Okay, maybe Clem's checking for a proxy. I don't know, dude. I think that's a proxy. Oh, my God. What is happening? Okay, so I'm guessing Clem is going to go for like a Hellion drop here. Pretty classic proxy. Firefly is 1 basing. He's 1 basing hardcore right now. That's a robo. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Firefly. Going back to his old classic. I was talking about this earlier. Like, oh, Firefly is really good at proxy robos. It's not wrong. He is. He hasn't really done many today. Maybe he did one against Trigger. I don't remember. Again, my memory garbage. Was somehow that game that Firefly won against Clem is coming back to me. There's the proxy starport. Here come the double. I'm assuming Hellions could be Cyclones for a drop, but yeah, the Hellions makes a little more sense with the proxy starport. Could also try to go for a Liberator in the main. In any case, all of this is terrible against a proxy robo with a proxy gateway like Firefly's doing. And the fact that Clem just didn't scout at all is so abysmal here. This might just be a straight-up build order win for Firefly. Clem is, I think, expecting a more standard opening out of Firefly, and it's just like... I mean, there's going to be nothing that shoots up. If this was like double Cyclone or something following this up, Clem might have a chance just by pure virtue of the Cyclone being good. But these 4 Hellions are going to be the most useless thing in the world against every single unit Firefly has. Clem's best bet is if he goes double Cyclone off the back of this, and these Hellions get in and kill like every single probe. That's Clem's only hope here. These Hellions kill absolutely everything. And the Cyclones, maybe if he's able to push away this Warp Prism with the Cyclones, one's going to pop out pretty soon. The second one is a little bit further behind. But here's the Warp in from Firefly, so every single probe will not be going down. A few will definitely die. But, like, this is not great for Clem. Doing some fancy pickup micro. But the Prism's heading towards his base with an Immortal in it. And this is not a good place for Clem to be. 8 probes go down. Firefly's economy is in the dumpster right now. These 2 Cyclones, though, I feel like are not going to be enough. Clem putting down a bunker, but, oh, man, the reactor going to get killed. Starport on its way home. This just feels like death for Clem. I think, he's got to pull SCVs against this. He's got to save this factory. Oh, but look at that focus fire from the Immortal. I think that's just GG, man. The Hellions are going to come back in, but the medevac goes down before it even drops all of them out. The Cyclones are all dead. A Viking is on the way. But look at the Stalkers showing up. The pickup micro from Firefly is just too good. I think that's just going to be it. There's just not enough here for Clem. GG, Firefly. With, again, what I would call the build order victory there. Takes the win in game number 2. Ties the series up. We love to see it. We had a 3-0 earlier in the European bracket. No 3-0 here in this finals. No 3-0 at all. All right, players are ready. We're getting straight into game 3. No downtime. Straight into Hecate. Clem, it is like 2 or 3 in the morning there. Oh, it's 4:30 in the morning. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning for Clem right now. So he's like, let's go. Firefly has been up for a long time, too. I think it's like 11:30 in the morning for Firefly. But he's been up playing this game. He played in the European bracket, which means it was like midnight? No, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when that started for him. Crazy. All right. Let's get into game 3. We're all tied up in this series. And spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we have Liquids at Clem. Taking a strong game 1, but game 2, going to his Protoss opponent in the lower left-hand corner, it is Platinum Heroes Firefly. A very fun game number 2. See if anything cheeky comes out of either player here. So far, things looking pretty normal in the start of this game. Firefly has now 1-based both games. All right. You know what they say, the cheesiest thing a cheeser can do is play a macro game. Now that Clem might be fully convinced it's going to be just more cheesing, Firefly's going to take that Nexus. This time, though, Clem smartly sending the SCV out to scout. But he is still just going to go with the Reaper Expand, which is going to be very good for him here. I like that Clem he doesn't seem afraid of Firefly. You know what I mean? He's not playing like, ooh, is he going to do another proxy? Do I have to be super worried? Last game, you know, the proxy starport, the opening in general, very, very weak to a lot of those early game pressure builds or all-ins, as it might be. But this build not necessarily as susceptible to those. Still does have some big weaknesses, but Clem's a little bit less afraid of whatever Firefly is doing. And it turns out just be a normal macro opener. The Reaper comes in, going to get pushed away by the Stalker. Stuff looking normal as it should in this game number 3. All right, pretty cool. 2 more gates go down, though, and Clem's going to scout those immediately. No, he doesn't see them. Oh, my God. Not seeing these gates is actually kind of huge, because that brings him up to 3 gates, and that's Twilight Council. So it looks like Firefly's going to go heavy on the Blink Stalkers. And Clem doesn't necessarily know about that. Now, with no Robo here, Firefly could just try to expand. Obviously, he's not going to have any reinforcements across the map, but he could pressure across the map with the Stalkers. Expand behind it. Looks like he's going to put down a proxy pylon instead of the Robo, instead of a Warp Prison. Means he won't have any high ground vision, but would still be annoying on the front with these Blink Stalkers. There's a Siege Tank coming out for Clem, and 2 more barracks is behind that. Clem delaying any starport or any third CC. By a long time, I thought that SCV was going to do something, just going to go mine instead. Firefly, I don't think he's super sure about what his opponent is doing. Yeah, he hasn't scouted at all. He's just counting on Clem playing a standard macro game. I feel like Clem's going to have a lot of units out fairly quickly, though, and this could be a bit of a problem for Firefly. But again, he's not going to have a War Prism because of no Robo, and it's only 3 gates. This feels a little bit non-committed, so yeah, he is going to go ahead and take a third base here soon, it looks like, while he pressures the front. There is a siege tank up here. Firefly's going to blink on top of the siege tank. Oh my god, just going for it. There's a lot of Marines, though. The SCVs get pulled. That's going to be a lot of dead Stalkers. Oh man, Firefly does have more Stalkers showing up. The bunker is actually nearly dead. Clem going to be immediately on the repair, though. Nicely done by Clem. Repairs that bunker up at least a little bit. Gets another tank to siege up. And he's going to force these Stalkers out of here. Kills 1, 2, 3 more. Oh no, Firefly, where's that blink to? Oh man. And just a painful, painful game by Firefly there. I think he underestimated how many Marines there were. Took way more damage than he anticipated. The follow-up, I think he wanted to blink across the gap, but I don't think he had vision across the gap. So he couldn't blink there, so he had to try to blink away, blunk into another tank, and it was just downhill from the start there for Firefly. Clem didn't even really have to do anything special. That was just Firefly going for some patience blinks. And we should be heading in game number 4 here. Going to be on hard lead. Right, let's hop on in. This could be it. As spawning in the lower right-hand corner, we have our Red Terran on match point for Team Liquid. It is Clem. And his opponent in the upper right, upper left. I know directions. For the Platinum Heroes, it's Firefly. Was able to take a game in the series earlier today and took one in this series as well, showing that he will not be shut out even by the kid, even by Clem, who's just been looking so dominant in the last few months. Obviously taking the win at DreamHack Atlanta, but just in general is insanely good and wins these cups all the time. This is his second finals today. He's the favorite to win here. I don't think anybody would be surprised by a 3-0, but Firefly showing that, you know, it's not as easy as all that. He's not going to go down easy. He's gonna take his swings, and he's swinging again. Swinging on the front porch, swinging on the lawn, swinging in your 5th base, proxy in your home, swinging to the left and swinging to the right. Proxy my gateway, I swing all night. That's Firefly right now. And he's going to swing for the fences. I assume this is a second gate. Yeah. Yeah. And Clem, once again, not SCV scouting. So he SCV scouts in the game that's normal, the last game. I think he SCV scouted in game 1. Oh, he eBay blocked in game 1. But not SCV scouting in games 2 or 4, where there's a proxy that the SCV would maybe not scout, but it would, I mean, it would scout the important stuff. The fact that Clem is not scouting in these games where Firefly is clearly doing something super cheeky, super aggressive. Very unfortunate for Clem. Clem is going for a factory before CC, though. And as much as this pro wants to get the kill in the SCV, it's not going to be able to. Reaper's going to come in and scout and see no natural base. Doesn't actually see any of the production, which is kind of a problem here for Clem, maybe. But maybe not. He's just going to try to get some probe kills. He's going to grab 2 kills. A lot of lost mining time as well before actually scouting everything in the main. And then running away. Clem not scouting around even in his natural, but not going to be scouting up here to see that there is a proxy. This is good old 3 gates out of Firefly. Just the classic. It's like a 4-gate, but instead of a 4-gate, it's a 3-gate. I actually would love to see a 4th gateway go down. I want to see a modern-day 4-gate. Clem all buttoned up back at home. He's got a bunker on the high ground. At a beautiful position here. He's got the Cyclone that can poke out, put some pressure on. Without too much of a fear of dying. He's going to have a tank on the way soon. Starport is almost done. He's got a CC. I actually wouldn't hate to see him just send the CC up here. Send the CC up there, build a couple of SCVs, drop a mule or 2. Just get a little extra mining. SCV going to go out now and look for a proxy, but instead it's going to find 6 Stalkers. It won. It won the prize of seeing 6 Stalkers. Now, the only problem with this bunker is the SCVs are way too far away to heal it, but the tank is going to get sieged up, and oh, it's going to start blasting these Stalkers, and that is going to be that. GG gets called as Clem holds on against the proxy. Firefly swung for the fences on that one, and Clem... he leaped up, caught that ball right over the fence. It just cleared the fence, and Clem just, boom, caught that baseball. That analogy works here. In the bottom of the 9th, caught the ball. Game is over. Team Liquid Clem wins. GG.